Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, where did the time go? The lines around your eyes, the stiffness in your joints, the energy that seems to fade a little faster than it used to. All quiet reminders that time is moving forward. But what if I told you that aging isn't just something that happens to you? What if, in fact, your body already holds the power to slow it down and even reverse parts of it, using something as simple and accessible as the food you eat? Now, that might sound surprising. We've been conditioned to think aging is inevitable, that after 50 our bodies simply begin to decline. We start accepting things like fatigue, weight gain, memory lapses, or high blood pressure as just part of getting older. But the truth is, science is showing us that aging is not a one-way street. Your body is not passively falling apart. It's actively renewing itself every single day. And the foods you choose can either accelerate that renewal or slow it to a crawl. When we talk about aging, we're really talking about the balance between damage and repair inside the body. Every cell, every organ, every system is constantly being repaired by your own internal defense mechanisms. You were born with them, 5 remarkable health defense systems that protect, repair, and regenerate you. Your angiogenesis system that grows blood vessels, your stem cells that rebuild tissue, your microbiome that supports immunity and metabolism, your DNA protection system that prevents mutations, and your immune system that defends against invaders and clears out old, dysfunctional cells. These 5 systems don't simply protect you from disease. They're also the secret to staying vibrant, strong, and youthful as you age. But here's the catch. As we get older, especially after 50, these defense systems can weaken. For men, this is when you might start noticing changes in muscle tone, slower metabolism, creeping cholesterol levels, or that feeling of low energy even after a good night's sleep. It's easy to blame age, but much of what's happening is actually the result of lifestyle, stress, poor diet, and a mismatch between how our biology evolved and how we're living today. The good news is your body never loses its ability to heal. You just have to know how to awaken those defense systems again, and food is one of the most powerful tools to do it. Think of food not just as fuel, but as information for your cells. Every bite you take sends a signal, either to promote health and repair or to invite inflammation and damage. When you learn how to choose foods that activate your body's own renewal programs, you're not just eating to survive, you're eating to thrive. You're turning back the biological clock. Now, I'm not talking about extreme diets, supplements, or expensive superfoods. I'm talking about everyday real foods, foods that are delicious, accessible, and scientifically proven to turn on your body's healing systems. The kind of foods that can lower inflammation, improve blood flow, repair DNA, and even regenerate tissues from the inside out. But before we get into those foods, let's first understand what happens in the body after 50, especially for men. This is a time when metabolism naturally slows down, muscle mass tends to decrease, and the risk of chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and even cognitive decline begins to rise. But none of that means decline is inevitable. The difference between men who age rapidly and those who stay strong, sharp, and active well into their 70s often comes down to timing and choices. When you eat, what you eat, and how you live. In my research, I've seen how small, consistent changes can make a profound difference. In fact, studies show that even after decades of unhealthy habits, the body can bounce back remarkably fast once it starts receiving the right nutritional signals. Within weeks, we can see improvements in metabolism, inflammation, and even measurable markers of aging in the blood. So if you've been feeling tired, sluggish, or frustrated with your health, I want you to know it's not too late. You can take control of how you age. You can teach your body to repair itself, to grow new cells, to function like it did years earlier. And it starts with understanding how your food choices affect your body's defense systems, and how timing, balance, and consistency can help you rebuild health from the inside out. In the next part, I'll show you exactly how this process works, how certain foods can literally instruct your cells to regenerate, improve blood flow, and strengthen your body's ability to stay young from within. Because reversing aging isn't about fighting time, it's about feeding your biology what it was designed to thrive on. Now that we've established that your body has the built-in capacity to renew itself, let's explore how certain foods can activate those healing systems and help reverse aging from within. Because aging isn't just about the number of candles on your birthday cake. It's about how well your cells function, how effectively they repair damage, and how smoothly your body's systems communicate. Food, quite literally, can be your most powerful form of medicine when you understand how to use it. Let's start with one of the most fascinating aspects of aging, blood flow. Every organ in your body relies on blood vessels to deliver oxygen and nutrients. Your brain, your heart, your muscles, even your skin, all depend on a healthy network of blood vessels. But as we age, that network can start to falter. Plaque builds up, vessels stiffen, and tiny capillaries close off, reducing circulation to vital tissues. When that happens, cells don't get the nourishment they need, and the result is fatigue, slower healing, and even cognitive decline. But here's what's exciting. Your body has a built-in repair system for blood vessels called angiogenesis. This system creates new blood vessels when your tissues need more oxygen and trims away excess ones when they're no longer needed. It's one of your body's most dynamic and life-giving processes, and the foods you eat can either support or suppress it. For example, foods like green tea, tomatoes, berries, and soy have been shown in scientific studies to naturally balance angiogenesis. Green tea contains compounds called catechins that help keep blood vessels flexible and clear of plaque. Tomatoes, especially when cooked, release lycopene, a natural compound that improves blood vessel function and reduces inflammation. And berries, blueberries, blackberries, strawberries are rich in anthocyanins that strengthen capillaries and improve circulation to your brain and heart. These are not exotic or hard to find foods. They're everyday ingredients that can literally rejuvenate your vascular system from the inside out. Another key system that food can activate is your stem cells, the body's raw materials for regeneration. You might think of stem cells as the master repair crew inside your body. When tissues are damaged or cells wear out, stem cells spring into action to create fresh, healthy replacements. But as we age, stem cell activity naturally declines. The exciting news is that certain foods can reactivate these cells and boost their repair potential. Take dark chocolate, for instance. Not the sugary kind, but real high cocoa dark chocolate. It contains flavonols that have been shown to stimulate stem cells in the bone marrow, which then circulate through your blood and help repair tissues like blood vessels and skin. The same is true for black beans, oysters, and pomegranate juice. Each of these foods has been linked to stimulating the release and protection of stem cells. So when you choose these foods, you're not just satisfying hunger, you're literally fueling your body's ability to regenerate itself. Then there's your microbiome, the trillions of bacteria living inside your gut that play a direct role in your metabolism, immunity, and even how you age. When your gut bacteria are in balance, they produce compounds that reduce inflammation, enhance nutrient absorption, and even support brain health. But when that balance is disrupted through processed foods, stress, or poor sleep, your body's aging process speeds up. The gut becomes inflamed, your immune system goes on high alert, and your metabolism becomes less efficient. To keep your microbiome youthful, you need to feed it the right way. Fiber, rich foods like apples, oats, lentils, leafy greens, and nuts serve as prebiotics, food for the good bacteria. Fermented foods like yogurt, kimchi, and sauerkraut provide probiotics, living bacteria that repopulate your gut and support digestion. Together, they strengthen your gut barrier and help your body produce natural anti-inflammatory compounds that slow aging at the cellular level. Now let's talk about DNA protection, your body's blueprint for life. Over time, DNA can be damaged by stress, pollution, poor diet, or even normal metabolism. When DNA breaks or mutates, cells start to malfunction. But again, your body has built-in mechanisms to repair DNA, and food can support that repair. Foods rich in antioxidants like blueberries, spinach, garlic, and turmeric help neutralize free radicals that cause DNA damage. Omega-3 fatty acids from salmon, sardines, and walnuts also play a powerful role by protecting cell membranes and reducing oxidative stress. What's remarkable is that certain foods can even influence the length of your telomeres, the protective caps at the ends of your chromosomes that shorten as you age. Research has shown that diets rich in plant-based foods, healthy fats, and antioxidants can preserve telomere length, effectively slowing cellular aging. And of course, we can't forget your immune system, your body's defense force. When it's balanced, it keeps you healthy by eliminating viruses, bacteria, and even precancerous cells. But as we get older, the immune system can become either sluggish or overactive, leading to chronic inflammation, the silent driver behind most age-related diseases. Foods that contain vitamin C, zinc, and beta-glucans like citrus fruits, mushrooms, and garlic help your immune system function efficiently and maintain that balance. When you begin to include these foods consistently, your body starts to shift, your cells respond differently. Inflammation decreases, circulation improves, and tissues begin to renew themselves. You might notice clearer skin, better focus, more stable energy, and even deeper sleep. These aren't coincidences, they're signs that your body's 5 defense systems are waking up and working together the way they're meant to. So reversing aging with food isn't about chasing youth, it's about cooperation with your biology, it's about giving your cells what they need to thrive, to protect, and to restore. And once you start doing that, you don't just feel younger, you actually begin to function younger at the cellular level. In the next part, we'll explore how timing plays a crucial role, how when you eat can be just as important as what you eat, and how aligning your meals with your body's natural rhythms can supercharge your ability to stay youthful and strong. Now that you know which foods awaken your body's renewal systems, let's talk about something that's just as important but often overlooked: timing. Because when you eat can be just as powerful as what you eat. Your body runs on a natural rhythm, a biological clock that influences everything from hormone release to digestion to cell repair. Understanding that rhythm and eating in harmony with it can dramatically slow aging and improve your health from the inside out. Think about it. Every day, your body goes through cycles of activity and recovery. During the day, it's in go mode. You're alert, digesting food, moving around, using energy. At night, your body shifts into a repair mode. It cleans out damaged cells, regenerates tissues, and restores your systems for the next day. But here's the challenge: when we eat too late, snack throughout the night, or constantly graze without giving our digestive system a break, we interrupt that repair process. It's like keeping the engine running all night and wondering why it burns out faster. One of the most powerful ways to reverse aging naturally is to respect your body's internal clock through what scientists call time-restricted eating. It's not a diet, it's a timing strategy. You eat all your meals within a specific window of time, often around 8 to 10 hours during the day, and then you allow your body to fast for the remaining hours. This gentle fasting period gives your cells a chance to rest, clean up waste, and repair damage. It also helps regulate blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and improve metabolism, all key factors in slowing down aging. In fact, research shows that even modest time-restricted eating, say finishing dinner by 7 p.m., and having breakfast at 9 a.m. can reset your body's circadian rhythm, boost energy, and promote fat burning instead of fat storage. The results are visible not just on the outside, but the cellular level. Mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside your cells, become more efficient. Your stem cells stay active longer, and your body becomes better at clearing out senescent cells, the old, worn-out ones that contribute to aging. Now, this isn't about starving yourself or skipping important meals. It's about synchronizing your eating with your biology. Our ancestors naturally did this. They didn't have refrigerators or 24-hour access to snacks. They ate when the sun was up, worked, and rested when it was down. Their bodies adapted to that rhythm. But in modern life, we often eat at all hours. Late night dinners, midnight snacks, endless coffee refills, and our biology hasn't caught up with that lifestyle. When you begin to eat in alignment with daylight, having your first meal a few hours after waking, keeping your meals balanced, and finishing your last meal at least 3 hours before bedtime, you allow your body's repair systems to switch on during the night. This is when your brain detoxifies, your cells regenerate, and your immune system recalibrates. It's not just about what happens while you're awake. It's about what happens while you sleep. And speaking of sleep, this is another critical piece of the longevity puzzle. Many people underestimate the role of quality sleep in aging. During deep sleep, your body produces hormones that regulate metabolism, stimulate tissue repair, and even strengthen your immune system. Lack of sleep disrupts all of that, leading to higher inflammation and faster cellular aging. So, pairing good nutrition and proper meal timing with consistent, restorative sleep can make a profound difference in how you age. Let's also talk about lifestyle choices that complement your food habits. Movement, for example, is one of the most powerful anti-aging tools we have, and it doesn't have to be extreme. Studies show that even 30 minutes of brisk walking, cycling, or light resistance training can activate stem cells, improve blood flow, and trigger your body's natural antioxidant defenses. The key is consistency. Your body doesn't need perfection. It needs regular signals that you are alive, active, and engaged. Hydration plays an equally vital role. Water isn't just for thirst, it's part of how your body clears waste and maintains healthy cells. Dehydration can make your skin dull, slow digestion, and reduce circulation, all signs of premature aging. Aim to drink throughout the day, not just when you feel thirsty. Herbal teas, infused water, and even hydrating foods like cucumber, watermelon, and oranges count. Then there's stress, one of the most underestimated accelerators of aging. Chronic stress floods your body with cortisol, a hormone that, in high amounts, can suppress your immune system, weaken your gut, and damage DNA. But here's what's empowering: stress management doesn't have to be complicated. Simple practices like deep breathing, meditation, time in nature, or meaningful connection with others can lower stress hormones and activate your parasympathetic nervous system, the one responsible for calm and repair. When your mind is calm, your biology follows. In fact, studies have found that people who practice mindfulness or meditation regularly have longer telomeres, the protective caps on their DNA that determine cellular aging. That means your mental state can literally influence how your body ages. Food nourishes your cells, but peace nourishes your biology. Both are essential for lasting vitality. Another aspect of timing that people often overlook is the timing of specific nutrients. For example, eating antioxidant-rich foods earlier in the day when your body's metabolism is most active can maximize absorption and reduce oxidative stress. Consuming healthy fats like avocado or olive oil with lunch helps sustain energy and stabilize blood sugar throughout the afternoon. Having a light, plant-forward dinner, rich in vegetables, lentils, or fish, supports digestion and allows your body to focus on repair instead of processing heavy food at night. Even the timing of hydration matters. Drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning helps flush out toxins accumulated overnight. Sipping water throughout the day keeps your circulation smooth and your cells plump and functioning efficiently. But drinking too much right before bed can interrupt your sleep, so it's best to taper off in the evening. All of these small, mindful choices add up. When you eat the right foods at the right times and live in harmony with your body's natural rhythms, you create an environment where your biology can thrive. You're not forcing your body to do anything unnatural. You're simply giving it what it already knows how to do: repair, renew, and restore. What's beautiful about this approach is that it's not about perfection or strict rules. It's about awareness, listening to your body's signals, understanding that timing is not a limitation, it's a rhythm. And when you align your eating and lifestyle to that rhythm, your body responds with strength, clarity, and resilience. In the next part, we'll go even deeper. I'll share how small, consistent habits, daily rituals involving food, movement, and mindset can help you maintain youthful energy, protect your organs, and truly experience the power of reversing aging naturally, one choice at a time. Now that we've covered how timing and rhythm can influence your body's renewal, let's talk about something equally powerful: habits, because it's the small, consistent actions you take each day that determine whether you're speeding up aging or slowing it down. Aging doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process shaped by the choices we make, the foods we eat, how we move, and even how we think. The good news is that every day, with every meal, you have the chance to tip the balance in favor of repair, regeneration, and longevity. Let's begin with one of the simplest yet most transformative habits: starting your day intentionally. When you wake up, your body has just completed hours of repair and detoxification. The first thing you give it should support that process, not disrupt it. Instead of reaching for sugar-laden breakfast foods or processed snacks, try beginning your morning with hydration and nourishment that wakes your cells gently. A glass of warm water with lemon, for example, helps flush out metabolic waste. Following it with a breakfast that combines protein, healthy fats, and antioxidants, like oatmeal topped with nuts and berries, or eggs with leafy greens, sets your metabolism up for balance and energy. This isn't about dieting or deprivation. It's about feeding your body information it can use to function optimally. When you eat foods that are rich in nutrients and low in processed ingredients, your body gets clear restorative signals. It knows how to use that information to strengthen blood vessels, repair tissues, and protect DNA. You're not just eating, you're communicating with your biology. Throughout the day, another powerful habit is mindful eating. In our busy lives, it's easy to rush meals, eat in front of screens, or grab whatever's convenient. But when you eat mindlessly, your body doesn't fully register that you've eaten, which can lead to overeating and stress on your digestive system. Eating slowly, savoring flavors, and paying attention to hunger cues allow your body's hormonal systems to respond properly. It improves digestion, balances blood sugar, and enhances nutrient absorption. It's not just what you eat that matters, it's how you eat. Next comes movement. You don't need a gym membership or hours of training. Your body is designed for motion. Simple, consistent activity is what keeps your metabolism active and your circulation healthy. When you move, whether that's walking after meals, stretching, or light strength training, you send a signal to your stem cells to stay active and responsive. Movement also increases the release of nitric oxide, a natural molecule that keeps your blood vessels flexible and supports oxygen delivery throughout the body. If you're over 50, maintaining muscle mass becomes especially important. Muscle is more than strength, it's a metabolic organ. It helps regulate blood sugar, protects your joints, and keeps your bones strong. Including a little resistance exercise, even just using your body weight, can help preserve muscle and support healthy aging. Pair that with foods rich in plant-based proteins like lentils, beans, tofu, or fish, and you give your body everything it needs to stay strong and vibrant. Another essential daily habit is managing inflammation. Chronic, low-grade inflammation is one of the hidden drivers of aging. It's behind many of the conditions we associate with getting older: heart disease, diabetes, cognitive decline. But inflammation isn't always bad, it's your body's way of healing. The key is balance. You want enough inflammation to repair injury and fight infection, but not so much that it damages healthy tissues. Food plays a central role in this balance. Anti-inflammatory foods like olive oil, turmeric, ginger, tomatoes, and leafy greens help calm inflammation naturally. At the same time, minimizing foods that trigger inflammation, like refined sugars, processed meats, and deep-fried snacks, helps your cells function efficiently. The difference can be felt within weeks: less stiffness, clearer thinking, better digestion, more energy. Then there's the habit of protecting your brain. The brain, like every other organ, ages, but it also has an incredible ability to adapt and regenerate. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, like salmon, walnuts, and flax seeds, nourish the brain's neurons and support communication between them. Blueberries and dark chocolate enhance blood flow to the brain and protect against oxidative stress. Even something as simple as staying mentally active, reading, learning, Social interaction stimulates new neural connections and helps preserve memory. Equally vital is the role of social connection. Science has shown that isolation and loneliness accelerate biological aging, but connection, having a sense of belonging, community, and purpose, activates the body's healing responses. When you engage with others, laugh, share experiences, or give support, your brain releases oxytocin and endorphins, chemicals that counteract stress and inflammation. These social bonds literally nourish your body's chemistry. And let's not forget the habit of rest. Rest is not laziness, it's regeneration. Quality sleep is when your body resets hormone balance, clears out metabolic waste from the brain, and repairs cells throughout your tissues. Poor sleep, on the other hand, accelerates aging. Establishing a calming evening routine, dim lights, avoiding heavy meals or screens before bed, practicing gratitude or deep breathing, helps your body transition smoothly into restorative sleep. When you sleep well, you wake up with a body that's ready to protect and renew itself again. One more powerful daily habit is gratitude. It may sound simple, but studies have shown that people who practice gratitude regularly experience lower stress, better immune function, and even longer lifespans. Gratitude shifts your brain chemistry from fear and stress to calm and optimism. That mental state changes the signals your body receives, reducing inflammation, balancing hormones, and enhancing cellular repair. Your thoughts, just like your food, feed your biology. If we look at all these habits together, balanced nutrition, mindful timing, consistent movement, good sleep, stress control, and gratitude, they form what I like to call a longevity lifestyle. It's not about trying to be perfect every day. It's about making small, sustainable choices that add up over time. Every good decision you make becomes a message to your body. Keep healing, keep renewing, keep thriving. I've seen men and women in their 60s and 70s transform their health simply by making these consistent choices. Within months, their energy improves, their biomarkers shift, and they begin to feel and look years younger. That's the beauty of this approach. It's not theoretical, it's biological. The body responds to care and consistency. So if you start today with one small change, one mindful habit, you begin the process of turning your biology in the right direction. You awaken your body's natural intelligence. You give it permission to do what it's designed to do: repair, protect, and renew. In the next part, we'll bring all of this together. We'll look at how you can create your personal blueprint for longevity, a way of eating and living that not only reverses aging, but helps you thrive at every stage of life, from the inside out. Now that we've explored the foods, timing, and habits that awaken your body's natural defense systems, let's bring it all together into something practical, your personal blueprint for longevity. Because the truth is, reversing aging isn't about doing one thing perfectly. It's about creating harmony between the different parts of your biology. When you eat in a way that supports your cells, move in a way that strengthens your body, rest in a way that restores your systems, and think in a way that nurtures your spirit, you create an environment where youthfulness becomes your natural state. Let's start by connecting the dots. You've learned that your body is constantly renewing itself through 5 powerful defense systems: angiogenesis, stem cells, the microbiome, DNA protection, and the immune system. These systems don't work in isolation, they support each other. When you eat foods that improve blood flow, your stem cells get the nutrients and oxygen they need to regenerate tissue. When your gut microbiome is balanced, your immune system becomes smarter, calmer, and more efficient. When your DNA is protected, your cells function like they did years earlier. This interconnectedness is the key to slowing and even reversing the aging process. Now, imagine structuring your day with this in mind. You start your morning hydrated and nourished, giving your body a clean, fresh start. You eat within an 8 to 10-hour window, aligning your meals with daylight so your metabolism works at its best. You fill your plate with colorful, natural foods: tomatoes, leafy greens, berries, beans, olive oil, fish, all rich in the bioactive compounds your cells recognize and use for renewal. You move your body every day, even for a short walk, sending a signal to your tissues that they are alive and needed. You take moments to breathe deeply, to reduce stress, and to let your nervous system settle into a state of balance. Then, as the day winds down, you give yourself time to transition. A light dinner filled with plants, healthy fats, and proteins. No heavy meals right before sleep. You turn off screens, allow your mind to quiet, and let your body enter that nightly state of deep repair. You sleep not just to rest, but to allow your biology to regenerate. And when you wake the next morning, you're not starting from zero, you're building on the foundation you created the day before. That's how the process works. Aging is not an enemy, it's a rhythm. Your body has been aging since the moment you were born. But aging well, aging strong, and aging gracefully, that's something you can influence every single day. The foods you eat send instructions to your DNA. The timing of your meals synchronizes your cells with daylight and darkness. Your habits of movement, rest, and mindfulness communicate with your biology. You are, in every sense, the designer of your own biological future. Many people think reversing aging means erasing wrinkles or chasing youth. but it's far deeper than that. Reversing aging means restoring the function of your cells. It means keeping your blood vessels young and flexible, your brain sharp, your immune system calm and ready, your metabolism balanced, your energy steady. It means maintaining the vitality that allows you to live fully, so that every year of your life is a year of strength, clarity, and purpose. Science is showing us that this is possible at any age. In fact, studies have revealed that markers of biological aging, things like inflammation levels, blood vessel health, even gene expression, can improve within weeks of adopting the right habits. Men and women in their 50s, 60s, and beyond have shown measurable rejuvenation in their cells simply by changing what they eat and how they live. It's not magic, it's biology responding to nourishment. And this isn't about perfection. You don't have to eat flawlessly or follow every rule to the letter. Life is meant to be enjoyed. Food is not just fuel, it's connection, it's culture, it's pleasure. The beauty of this approach is that it's flexible. You can adapt it to your lifestyle, your preferences, your pace. The key is consistency. Every good meal, every walk, every mindful breath, every night of deep sleep, they all accumulate. Each one sends a small signal to your body: keep repairing, keep renewing, keep growing younger. It's also about purpose. People who live the longest, healthiest lives don't just eat well. They live with meaning. They have something to wake up for, something that excites them, something that keeps their hearts and minds alive. Purpose in itself is medicine. It triggers your brain to release chemicals that reduce stress and enhance immune function. It keeps your biology engaged in life. So as you build your blueprint for longevity, ask yourself what brings you joy, what gives you meaning, because food nourishes the body, but purpose nourishes the soul, and both are essential to living younger, longer. When you combine these elements, science, rhythm, nourishment, movement, rest, and purpose, you begin to experience what real vitality feels like. You notice more than just physical changes. Your thoughts become clearer, your emotions steadier, your confidence stronger. You begin to feel connected to your body in a new way. You start to see that aging doesn't have to be something you fear. It can be something you guide, something you master. So as you go forward, remember this: your biology is not fixed. Your body is dynamic, intelligent, and always listening to what you do. Every healthy choice you make is a message of renewal. Every time you choose a meal rich in plants and healthy fats, you activate your body's defenses. Every time you move, you encourage circulation and stem cell activity. Every time you rest deeply, you rebuild your tissues. Every time you practice gratitude or purpose, you strengthen your chemistry of longevity. You have more control over aging than you've been taught to believe. You can rewrite your biological story with your daily choices. The secret isn't hidden in pills or expensive treatments. It's right in front of you, on your plate, in your habits, in your mindset. It's in how you live each day. And when you start living this way, not chasing youth, but nurturing your biology, you'll find that your body begins to thank you. Your energy rises, your clarity sharpens, your resilience deepens. You won't just look younger, you'll be younger from the inside out. That is the true secret to reversing aging with food. Not a miracle, not a shortcut, but a partnership with your own body, your own biology, and the science of renewal that has been inside you all along.